Hey, what's up guys and girls? Welcome to another episode of PATTAY'S Performance. So just a quick little intro. This video style is something completely different that I normally don't do. I take a little bit of pride in doing a little bit of more of a nut and bolt with a little bit of explanation as I do it to show you guys if you were to ever tackle the repair yourselves, which I hope you should do. This is more of you're coming along on the ride for the repair. A lot of things are kind of sort of repetitive because we're literally, for the most part, no matter what we're doing, we're taking something apart, taking something off and putting it back on. The issue is with this, it was 30-something degrees, low 30s. Time, because as soon as I get off work, I have a very short amount of time before it starts getting dark out. And then even though we transition to the garage, it's still cold, even with the heat on, which I explain why. You guys will still see puffs of white smoke. And I also wanted to move along with this project because I have other repairs for neighbors and other flips I need to get done before snow hits or the season ends. But nonetheless, this will give you a great idea of really what goes into replacing this panel. It's really not the end of the world. If this was my personal machine, I'd probably think about reinforcing it with metal or sell it to some sucker and move on to an Ariens where you will not get this plastic housing at all. Without further ado, enjoy today's video. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to an episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Today in the driveway we are progressing our Poulan Pro, okay? A lot of great feedback and observations that I missed on the first video. And some of the things I caught as I was editing. So I also want to show you guys something before we dive into today's video. As you guys are talking about if the augers are going to spin with the cover on. The cover is on. So let's see if it's going to continue to spin. I already know the answer, but that's what you guys wanted to see. So we'll see. Freaking runs and looks good. We're gonna have to address that. That will be at another video. Right now I wanted to address something else, and it has to do, hopefully, what's in this big box right here. So believe it or not, my go-to parts places weren't the cheapest option. It's always good to double check. And I also learned something, or I refreshed my memory along the way. Big old box. I hope this is it. If this isn't it, I don't know what this is going to be. Okay, I saved roughly half of what everybody else wanted by going through this one vendor. Keyword. How about here's your hint? Right? I met Mrs. PATTAY'S Performance there when I worked there. I worked in the automotive department. Oh yeah, this is it. Look at this. Brand new spanking Sears. And they had it to me in 2 Ds. I absolutely could not believe it in general. Everybody else wanted almost double. Sears is half, I can't believe it. And you know what? I probably should have tried seeing if I could still use my employee discount. But it doesn't hurt. Look at this control panel. Beautiful. With all the stickers and decals. This is literally a part swap. This is what broke here. And look how thin that is. So, ironically, somebody wrote that when they ordered their replacement, they wish they bought more because of how cheap it feels. So we're going to have to replace this whole entire mamma jamma, and honestly, doesn't look so bad. I'm just a good hint of how things come together. You always want to look. Of course, this is your reference. I emptied out the garage a little bit because this is probably a simple thing to do, but since I'm doing it with you guys, it's going to take a little bit longer than usual. So I am going to try and do as much as I can outside before we go inside. Does that make sense? So let's start in the service position and go from there. I'm going to say it's probably going to be an easy thing to do, just time consuming, just by looking at it, because it just seems like it's nothing special. It's just nuts and bolts and cables and stuff. You know, that's my gut instinct. It's probably something I should be doing at the first start of the day, not when we only have daylight for X amount of hours. So, let's start. Oh, this is going to be easy. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Just all of these clips got to come out. So this is going to be, like I said, a little time consuming. So as far as me trying to go in depth with you guys, really not going to happen. But what I will do is I will just try and keep you right here, and we will try and tackle this journey together. Let's start with the easy stuff first. All of these cotter pins are coming out. See how I'm putting them back in? To make sure I don't lose them. I'll give you that zoomed in look. And then from there, we'll go in the distance. That's how this goes back, right here. And that's how we're going to keep it. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing to all the cotter pins that go all the way around. Okay, we're just going to have to systematically go around. The last thing I'm going to do is just remove all the bolts. And go from there. Now you could, kind of using my strength, this one's a little tight. And this is probably why it broke, is this is really, really tight. Because I think I have it set up in the middle position, so do that. Yeah, that was really tight. What the hell was that? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to back off all the cables before I do that. So leave this hang here. I'm working my way in towards the inside, and I'm pulling the cotter pin out. This is a nice big one, so we'll take that out. And like I said, put it back. Away. Okay. And then remember, this is basically uniformity. So what does one side for the most part, we have to do the other side. This isn't a how-to, I'm just kind of walking you guys through this. Okay, so make an observation on the, somehow, some way this gets all messed up. Right side is black, and the right side, I'm sorry, and the left side is white. Look at this even broke too. Holy sh! This is a really bad design. Not gonna lie. Really bad design. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit tricky in my own opinion, because this is where the actual, where it broke right here for the chute rotation. Let's pull this out. I'm just using a pick. You could use a screwdriver, a pair of pliers. Ooh, what was that? Okay, that was a washer. I guess the washer was on this side here because I didn't see it. Remember the washer? It fell. So gravity will take it down. So the washer goes on the cable side. So it's going to be cotter pin, handle, both cables, plastic washer, and our cotter pin. Okay, we gotta do the broken side. These levers are hung on by springs, which is fine. Not the end of the wall. And we have to do, how are these hung on? Yep, no cotter pins. I mean, everything is just here is just a cotter pin. You will see. No plastic washer. Plastic washer cover in. And this is the part that broke. This is the part that broke. Okay, that lever comes off. And you know what? We'll keep this off. You know where this goes. No washer. Ay, vey. So we have all the cables out of the way. Next is our levers. Or, how about this? Let's do the levers last. Let's get this assembly off because the levers are not built into it, and then we could just install the levers when we're done. Sounds like a plan, guys? What do you think? Levers last. Yep, levers are going to be last. Alright, so right now, I'm going to tackle, these look like 5/16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another 4 at the same side here. Oh, wait a minute, I never showed you guys the broken part. Here we go. Put this on the wall. A piss poor design and cheaply made machines. I still fail to look how much this machine would cost you brand new. But I would have to, oh, those aren't 5/16. Those must be a 7/16. I'd have to say maybe around the same price as a Husqvarna, but the Husqvarna doesn't have all those fancy lights. Let me get us something else besides the 5/16. Alright, so these are 3/8 on the side. 3/8 on the side, 5/16 facing you. Let's see what we got. I feel like we're getting closer. It is a brisk 30 degrees. As you can tell, the cover blown off the Escahoe. So you know it's a little chilly just in general. But I am under armored from the feet up. Picture me with no clothes on and Under Armour throughout my entire body. Okay, now we're just gonna go do the same thing to the other side, and let's see if we're on the right path. Like I said, I'm gonna do the handles last just to potentially cut down on some confusion. That's just me. My Milwaukee M12 ratchet is definitely making some quick work of this. Oh, look at this, another crack. Holy moly. But who knows if that was caused, you know, by the operator, you know, using it, or just in general. We will, when we're done with this, we'll do this breakdown, you know, separate from, you know, the video itself. We'll do a little breakdown. Something else I find interesting too. We'll save those thoughts for another day. So I think now we should be free. Within reason. Let's put this broken part over there. And now, oh, wait a minute, these top. How'd that happen? How did I lose my magnet? That's for my microphone. Sorry. Alright. Remember, we're taking our levers with us. Look at these. Look how long these are. Okay, we have liftoff. Oh, this is what happens. Gotta go higher. I'm gonna move you towards my breast. Okay. Let's see. All right. Now we have these fancy, I can't curse on YouTube, clips that are, show daddy, right there. There's one on each side. All right. So how the heck? Let's see if I can get a set of needle nose and we could just squeeze them. What do you think? What do you think? I'm gonna bring 2 sets of needle nose. We're gonna try the small 90. These are like my most used set of pliers. I use these for everything. Nope. It's not gonna work. That is not going to work. Can we just push down maybe? Yeah, we just pushed down. Okay. No specialty tools needed, just force. And I'm blocking you guys. Focus right here. And this front cover comes off. Push. Come on. Don't break on me. Don't break on me. Why was this one so easy? All right. Let's see. I'll show you what I did. Okay, see this clip here? I pushed in with my needle nose, and then I pulled down, and it came right out. What I find interesting is, fine, I'll do it. This is where your light is supposed to be. See how it's like a cutout here? Dummy. Okay. Where's the cutout? I think they want you to cut this here, and then your light will clip into there. I would have definitely put a light on here, but there is no stator for the alternator. Wow. There is no stator. Stator and alternator are the same thing in my opinion on a small engine. So we can't do anything. So now, this should just lift up because we don't need no handles. Yep. Sketchy, but it has to be done. Just like that. Whew, that's a bare bone snowblower. And then now we will put the replacement in. Please, baby Jesus, don't break anything. Look at that. Oh my God. You guys can see a little bit of, I don't like big, that's why he went in easy. I do not like big plastic pieces. You guys understand why. And I think that this is a very, very poor design. All right, now we're in. Honestly, not too bad. I am going to save the front fascia last because I believe in saving the easiest thing for the end. Oh, wait a minute. No, those are the big screws go in there. Gotta get our two big screws out. Honestly, not so bad. But like I said, a little bit of time consuming. But you know what? A little bit of patience goes a long way. I'm just gonna start these. I cannot stress this more than enough. When you're assembling something, don't tighten down the first few things you did. See that? Okay, leave it loose in case you need to move, manipulate, and wiggle things around. Actually, this is a really easy repair. Although I shouldn't be speaking yet because, oh wait a minute, that goes to the front. That's the front fascia. So front fascia, and then these go on the side. The front fascia will be the last thing that I do. I don't care if I have to do it by hand. But that is the last thing that's going to be attached back to this machine. So we're going to do the 3/8 on the side. Again, starting by hand. And the same thing here. But this is weird. This is a little, seems like it's a little short. But then again, it's plastic, so it can just be manipulated as we tighten things down, which I don't like to use that word because it's plastic. I do not like to use that word. Plastic and manipulation in 30-degree weather don't mix. As you know, what happens when things heat up. See, this isn't even tight, so why can't I move? When things heat up, they can get more pliable and you could manipulate them. When it's 30 degrees out, you really can't do much manipulation at all. So I'm going to get these in and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so what the hell's going on? Good question. It's getting a little dark out. Had to do something different. Is I ended up doing these top bolts last. The sides would not line up. So I just took out the side bolts and then took out the top bolts, did the side bolts, and then I had to get these in. Now I did have to do some manipulation. Nice and tight. Not tight. Okay. Light. I looked up and then I just kind of matched it in. Now, let's do the not so hard but tedious part of maybe some of these cables. And I think it's time for us to retreat inside the garage. So let me get resituated because I want to hook up, you know, all of these cables and we'll go from there. All right, so we're in the garage. Let's get a good zoom. If you haven't noticed, I'm not even gonna bother turning on the heat. And I'll probably try and keep the garage at like 32, 34 degrees. It's like 30 degrees now, so it's not even worth it. So let's figure this stuff out as far as what goes where. This one here, you know, that was a fact. So let's start with what we know. And it makes it pretty easy to push these cotter pins in if I needed to get some leverage. Alright, always start with what you know. And then we could always do the guessing later. This one here. Okay, so that means the other black one went here. But let's remember, let's not lose any washers. Oh, that was wrong. So this went like this. See, that's weird. And then that went like so. Okay, let's get this black piece. This black piece went up here. And now it's for the fun part. We have the levers for the chute control height. That's on the left. Okay, and your speed control is on the right. And then this middle level here. So let's use our lift table. That's a put on our Harbor Freight lift table. Let's pump this up. That's how much it's leaked down. Oh, that's right. I haven't posted a video yet on this. Way ahead on content, guys. Way ahead on content. I will choose machines over reviews. Okay. At the end of the video, we'll go over everything that broke on this. So let's, with this facing us, let's do it this way. Why not? It makes it easier. As if the machine is here. So we don't mess this up. Like I was saying before. Lever, speed. Alright, let's start with this one first. It's just spring tension. So here's a pretty cool thing. If you are operating your snowblower and it's popping out of height, or on this side would be gears, just like in Ariens, you just adjust the tension on the spring. So to make it easy, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 threads. So when I put the spring back, right, we have to go 4 threads out. Let's see what size we got here. Yeah, so 2 different sizes. So is that a 1/2 inch or 7/16 on the inside? Ooh, 7/16 it is. Yep, so 7/16 on the inside. This big brass nut here is not 3/4. Is not 3/4. No, we're just gonna keep working our way down. Working our way down. 3/4 and 5/8. This is all we're gonna do. And let's see. Actually, what the heck am I doing? 7/16. There you go, just a spring. We'll take this lever out. Lever, spring. Where'd it go? So it's going to be lever, spring, bracket in between, and this here. So I will attach that off camera. Well, you know, you guys could just see me here. I'm not taking you guys up close. Kind of sort of like monkey see, monkey do, but more along the lines of the way you take it off is the way you put it back on. Sounds fair? I like that. I like that a lot. Now, I know you guys are waiting for it. Jason, how come you didn't use anti-seize when you were putting the other bolts on there? Well, those other bolts were, first and foremost, excellent question. Those other bolts were going into plastic. So there is nothing to rust or grab if it's going into plastic. But we are going to put some anti-seize here because this is metal on metal and it's exposed to the elements. Because guess what? I really hate to say this. It has nothing against me or you. I have a feeling that this is not going to be the first time this is going to be done. So we just need to get this to 3.5 threads. And that's it. Now let's test. It's not popping out. Perfecto. One lever done. Do you want to kick it up a notch? Let's kick it up a notch. And let's hook this up. Right here. And then we'll go even further. Let's hook. See what I'm doing? I'm moving the shifter. What is crazy? Why is this? I don't like this. I don't like this. No. Don't tell me. Yes, this one here. And this plastic piece has to go up here. Why are you fighting me? And this goes to the cable. Oh, remember that loud clunk we heard when we did this? Alright. This is plastic. Makes a lot of sense. Let's get this in here. I wonder when we snap this back if our auger cable problem has been solved, but we will. No, it has nothing to do with the auger cable. Why did that snap back so heavy? Auger cable's on the handle, dummy. Very tedious. Okay. Okay, see, watch. Foot here. This will be fine. And then we want to make sure this is on the inside. So the chute snap back. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, baby. Progress. I like progress. All right. Little trick for you. Okay, same thing. Let's go back down. Dun, 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 dun. And we'll do the same thing right here. Other way. And this one actually has two. This one's a little tricky. See that? This here and this bracket here. I also remember what that bracket goes to. Oh, and there's a spacer. Oh, shoot. All right, so here, in between, and this. Okay, that matches. That matches here, here. This plastic spacer, see how the spacer is worn through on the metal? Perfect. Then we'll have our nut. Let me get this set up. Maybe. And then we can tighten this down. This is not definitely how to. We're just going along for the ride. This is like a conglomerate. Actually, I don't even want to mention their names. I don't belong in the same sense as them. One day, not right now. They don't show you how to do things, they just kind of take you along for the repair, which I like. But sometimes I just need to know how to do it. Well, listen guys, we knew. Our spacer goes on the inside. All right, good. All right, so we knew that this was going to be an easy repair, right? It's just a little tedious. Because it involves plastic and all these cables, I really cannot stress this more than enough. Take your time. Take your time. I've never done this before, and I am taking my time. This is going to be a little tricky with the spacer. Excuse me, Mr. Snowblower, out of my way. Where the heck does this go? Oh, okay, that goes there. So spacer goes on the inside. Or did it go the other way? No, it went the other way, it's facing out. So spacer is going to be out. God, I hate stuff like this. Yeah, I put the spacer in my mouth. I don't know if the camera's blocking all of this, but deal with it. Don't like it? Try and do this video on your own. Mrs. Pattay's performance is tutoring right now. So it's not even like I could ask her for help. I am gingerly trying to put this together, and I'm using a pick because there's a lot of pressure. I'm using the pick to see if I could move this plastic spacer into the hole that I need it to be. And that's not going to work because alright, before I say things on YouTube that I'm not allowed to say, it's a little tricky to turn you guys off, and I'll turn you guys back on victorious. Ain't happening, guys, sorry. Alrighty, so we have a little bit of a problem, but we won't talk about that later. Well, let's just get everything in there and we'll go from there. Next is this lever. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Basically the same thing. They say everything is like 4 threads. I don't observe any spacers. Any spacer. Shizer. Sorry. Off camera. Put this at 0. And then we'll get you guys up there. What a pain in the you-know-what this is. It's a broken shear pan. Some anti-seize love. I don't remember if we had, what side where? I have a feeling, yeah. Spring and nut on the back. Again, with anti-seize. And then we can go to the home stretch. Kind of, sort of. Why am I doing this? I keep doing this. Alright, how many threads we got? One more. Alright, there we go. Now this is, to me it's going to be a little nerve-wracking because this is where the problem is. So remember, it was cotter pin, these two cables. I don't think it matters which one goes first. And then our thing. Please don't break. Right. Left. This honestly feels oh, this is fixed. Alright, good. Now we have to move on to the problem area. Well, I'll show you. I'll get you a little closer. And we're gonna have to move on to the problem child. But this is the part that made me nervous. Remember the part that broke? Alright. Let's see. This is the part that broke. Like I said, I just have a feeling. This is the part that broke here, so let's pay attention. Chute moves. One lock over. Fantastico. Great job, guys. And this is just for years. I have a feeling we're gonna have to play with the transmission tension belt. All right, so we are going to get this last bit in, and we're gonna call this a wraps. We will save the auger pulley for another day. All right, so pay attention. Go on, right here. All the way to the right, which wouldn't do no more. All the way to the left. Let's go all the way to the right. Let's go dead center. Spot on. Up. And now, that's it, we're done. We are not playing with this no more. Because I don't want it to break. That could be the new owner's problem. I'll be very honest with you, something like that would make me never want to buy this machine. Drop it in the comments and tell me if you feel the same way. I say so. I say so. Not a fan. In my opinion. I think it has good bones. How about that? Has good bones. But I do not appreciate all the plastic stuff. Pretty kind of disappointed. Because I actually enjoy some pieces of Husqvarna equipment. Obviously, I have their backpack blower. So, and I used to have a Husqvarna lawnmower too. But I sold that for really good money. So I chose money over the machine, but in the end it worked out better because I wouldn't have kept it anyway. I would have gotten my Time Master and it would have it again. All right. Let's pop off this belt cover. Remember, ignore the auger belt. That is another video for another day in this series. We will come back to that. I know, it's so hard not to look. It's so hard. Oh yeah. Oh my God. How the Family Channel, how the hell am I going to do this? Let me get you guys off the stand. Can you guys see? Look at that. That is, nope. See that right there? This has to move all the way in, and then we could secure that. Alrighty, let me get creative. Let me show you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking let's take this off, loosen that cable up, and then we will use this as to kind of slam it home. So we're just gonna do that. Like I said, we're working a little compact in the garage. So let me just squeeze that. All right, perfect. That's the kind of play we need. And then we will use that to squeeze the machine to the way we need it to go. Come on, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, where? Oh, where? Oh, it's in here. That's not helping at all. That did not help one bit. I actually undid the cable. And then now we're going to have to join the cable at the mounting bracket, which is really gonna suck, but they really aren't leaving me much choice. Okay, this sucks. Now the fun part. Now the fun part where you're gonna see me kick, scream, and yell. Let me show you. So we undid this cable here, right? And it has to go back into there, and you cannot get a good view of it. So we'll get a light in there when I'm done. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Besides fierce, it's almost like you almost want to pop the covers off and see if there's like a. Obviously there's spring, there's tension in here, right? So it's like you want to relieve the tension before you do this. And I just don't see this being very pretty. Was actually a lot easier. Oh, come on, you old girl. Oh, we're almost home. I'm pulling it. Like you want. Do as I say and not as I do. I'm really mad. We're so close. We're so close. So close. I just lost my magnet again. Almost want to just attach the microphone to the machine. Yes. Boom. Woo! Also microphone again. All right. That is it. We're done. Ah, God damn it. No, we're not. We have to put the front fascia on. That was pretty simple. That was pretty simple. You know what? Let's do that, because remember what I say. What I say. You want to save the easiest thing for last, because it is very rewarding. You're just going to slam these boobies in. Like so. And then I will put in the remaining 4 bolts. All right, we're done here. We're done. Let me show you the cracked, all the carnage. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the weak points of where this broke. Obviously, well, here, let's do it as if it was facing the machine. This is what cracked here, this whole assembly. Okay, then as we dug deeper, right here, look at that crack. Okay, and then let's look further up. Look at this, just breaking apart. Terrible design, AYP, terrible. And then let's look further up here. Look at that. All the way through. So to me, this would be a lot of effort to try and save. No. And then to have all that effort and it not work. Not happening. All right. Alright guys, so Poulan Pro project is coming along. Actually, I didn't intend this to be a project, but we will have to dive a little bit deeper. I guess I am saving the most trickiest part for last, and that would be the auger belt. You guys did make some suggestions, which was fantastic. Nope, can't touch this. Can't touch this. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Now we have too much tension. I don't know how I feel about all of this. You guys talking about, does this go here? There's another opening here. And you guys talking about how this is wobbly, but I've never seen it ever so wobbly. So I won't know until I pop off the belt cover. But maybe you guys know. This was rubbing against the belt. This is the actual pulley. This is the actual tensioner itself. So I don't think it goes up here. Maybe. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe whoever did this wrong. I'm going to have to look at some schematics and go from there. Alright guys, if you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, tell me what you guys think. If you have this snowblower, or a variant of it, keep it, sell it, or move on to something else, or you are just going to continue to own, maintain it, operate it, and love it, even if it gives you problems. I've only heard one complaint from a subscriber. He commented on my Husqvarna video. He just says he wishes that it had a second reverse speed. He has arthritis in his spine, and so he needs to utilize the reverse. I know the missus and I, we just do el manual, even in the big boys. It's just easier just to give it a little go on your own. So with that being said, if you guys found this video helpful, entertaining, good, bad, ugly, you know, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of PATTAY'S Performance. Later.